Finding our purpose in life can be one of the hardest questions that we as humans must try to answer. Today, there is an excess of worldly endeavors which we consider as becoming above normal. The life which seems so simple in the past became so much more complicated today, and we feel that it needs to regain normality. Every day many discoveries are being made, but still, there are many people who cannot find what they are looking for. Along with challenges, more people feel that they are lost and exhausted. The famous author Steve Maraboli said, "You were put on this earth to achieve your greatest self, to live out your purpose and to do it courageously." It only means that there is more to life than just living. There should be a higher purpose, and that is to obtain the real answer to the famous question: who am I? What is my purpose in this world? This is the unanswered questions of infinite previous lives. Finding your purpose can lead to contentment and peace of mind. In this video, we will be going to share a step-by-step process, exploring your feelings and options. To find our purpose, first, we need to understand the principle of choice. This is very important. Norman Vincent Peale, a famous American author, has this to say about the importance of understanding the power of choice. He said, "The greatest power we have is the power of choice. It is an actual fact that if you have been groping under unhappiness, you can choose to be joyous instead. And by effort lift yourself into joy. If you tend to be fearful, you can overcome that misery by choosing to have courage." The whole trend and the quality of anyone's life is determined by the choices that are made. Thus, choosing is the primary important activity of our mind. Because by making a choice, we are proclaiming our desires to our subconscious mind. Once the subconscious mind gets to know our desires, it is going to do anything to manifest them in our life. The choices we make in our life become our goals. And if we are sincere in pursuing them, there is no reason why we should not accomplish them. Being undecided about what choices should we make, not only creates frustration and anxiety, but can also confuse the subconscious mind about what you want. However, in making choices, it is important that we personally choose them in accordance with our true desires, purpose, and aptitude. We have to remember that, what is right for someone else, may not be right for us. The right way of knowing our choice is by listening to what our heart says. And that choice must be in accordance with the principle of morality, and respect for others. To materialize this process, we begin first by making a list of things that interest you. Things that you have always enjoyed, things that make you feel better, things that inspire you to surge ahead, no matter what obstacles you face. There is no need to think of something big at first, just think of something that you can do effortlessly, from time to time. For example, do you like doing something creative, or something artistic? Do you like traveling, and exploring nature? Do you like the sea? Do you enjoy helping others? Do you get pleasure out of making a difference in other people's lives? Whatever it is that interests you, write it down, and answer these questions. What thing do you love to do? What is it that you love in this thing and why? How could you do this for money, and make a living out of it? After understanding the principle of purpose, and writing the small things that we like, we need to create an underlying principle that will motivate us to sustain it. This is to examine the list you just made, and find out if there is any recurring theme that harmonizes each other. Whatever it is, you need to identify a central theme, and put it in a short and precise statement. This statement will become your mission statement. If you find difficulty in formulating the mission statement, you may find quotes of a famous person that has a similar context or meaning to what you want. For example, you may use one of Elon Musk's famous quotes, which says, "I think it is possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary." You might like this quote because its meaning reflects your passion for creating ways to conserve energy, for example. You are always passionate to develop a device, or systems that could make a difference in society. And that Elon Musk quote teaches you not to be limited to boundaries, or limitations of any kind. As time goes by, your mission statement may evolve, but its soul will remain the same. Most especially, you can already see some improvement in your mindset, compared to the time when you have just started. In history, there are famous business tycoons who stood with their beliefs, their mission statement, and it serves as a guide that steers the growth of their company. For example, Walt Disney once said, "Disneyland will never be completed. It will continue to grow, as long as there is imagination left in the world." And now, we are the living witnesses, that with the test of time, and even with the evolution of technology, still, Walt Disney Company continues to inspire and entertain people. Because their mission is not anchored in the technology, but to the people who have the imagination, and are willing to adhere to one of their founders' mission statements. This is the importance, and the essence of the mission statement. The final step in this journey is to map your path to your ultimate purpose, which is to align your life with your underlying principle. In short, put it into action. An American futurist, Joel Arthur Barker, once said, "Vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision just passes the time. Vision with action can change the world." For example, if you discover that you enjoy helping those in need, start to look for opportunities to volunteer in your community. Or you might even want to make a difference, by joining an online group that promotes renewable energy, and starting a new venture out of it. The action here does not mean a sudden big shift, you can do it by implementing small differences. Thus, by making even little changes in your lifestyle, you will start to be able to begin living with the mission statement every day. According to Lao Tzu, never force yourself to have a sudden shift. Instead, just go with the flow by applying minimal efforts in key places to develop positive change. In this way, the effort flows naturally from the tiny actions that you made earlier. The result might take a few days or months, but by becoming aware of the underlying principle of your life, you will certainly start to feel the difference in your enthusiasm. By following along with the steps outlined above, you will be on your way to finding, and living out your purpose.